Hey guys, what's the deal with League? It's stupid. By Loot Crate. Hey everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful Monday today. My name is Bricky, and if your Monday is not being that wonderful, well, maybe I can cheer you up a little bit with a couple of little bits of memes, maybe a little bit of League gameplay, some of the very rare amounts of League gameplay that we even have as of lately, just today, yesterday, and quite a while. And a lot of you have been asking about that. A lot of you have been curious as like, hey, you know, what's the deal, Bricky? What's with the League? And 95% of the time, I completely ignore anyone who's asking, hey, where's the League videos? Where's the subtitles? Because since the dawn of my YouTube channel, I have said this a million times, and I will say it again. I always play the games that I enjoy, because if you're having fun playing a game, the video will become infinitely better than if you are not. So the games that I like playing right now, Dead by Daylight, For Honor, Fortnite, so on and so forth, those are the games that I enjoy the most, therefore they're the stuff you see on the channel. But with the more recent information of certain people kind of leaving the League scene and stuff, and a lot of people assuming that I thought I might clarify something a little bit. Well, this has been a beginning of a video. Two things that you should be very aware about though. The first thing is, if you look at my channel's videos and what I made way back in the day, I was always someone who played what I wanted to play. Back in the day, it was League and CSGO, and actually quite a lot of other stuff. Here, I'll prove it. Like, look at this. CSGO, League, I just an announcement video. Chivalry, CSGO, League, Chivalry again, CSGO, League, Killing Floor, DayZ, CSGO, DayZ, SpongeBob, CSGO, Modern Warfare 2, CSGO, DayZ again. It's been always variety stuff. It's just as time went on and as things eventually kind of started getting rolling, who would have guessed that the most popular game, especially at the current time, I don't know if Fortnite's overtaking anything at the moment, but the most popular game, League of Legends, was the one that was getting the most views. So even though I made a shitload of videos on a lot of different kinds of games, League was the one that got a lot of the views and eventually helped pull into one of my longest standing series, being the So You Wanna Main series. But as I said, I generally only make videos on games that I enjoy. And as time, especially lately, has been going on and on, I have been enjoying the League of Legends a little bit less. Which is why you haven't been seeing a lot of it. I haven't been enjoying playing the game. I haven't been having a lot of fun playing the game, and naturally, because of that, I didn't really make videos on it. Hey, Darius. How you doing, buddy? That was fun. Now, the reason for my distaste in the game as of recently is not necessarily because of toxicity. It's not because of some person doing something annoying. It's nothing along those lines. It was two real reasons. Number one, bruisers sucked. I almost played primarily bruisers. I love bruisers, and they sucked. Holy shit, they were awful. Of course, now they have the new Conqueror Keystone, which is partly why I've started playing again. But the second reason was a shift to a more competitive environment and a less solo queue experience. I've said it a couple times on my streams. By the way, you should follow me on twitch.tv/Bricky. But my issues with League can be summarized in one statement. One person on your team can lose you the game, but one person on your team cannot win you the game. 9-1 Riven cannot carry the entire game like she used to, but 0-10 Lucian, without a doubt, can absolutely fuck you up. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Hey, look at that. That's pretty cool. First time I've ever killed Darius at a low level. A movement to a more competitive style of play with just an excessive amount of rotations and constant massive gank squads and all this new changes and objective pressure and requirements and snowballing and it made every win feel like a slog and every loss feel absolutely terrible. Winning stopped being fun, because winning felt so goddamn stressful every single time. Yesterday's misfortune video made me realize that. it's almost an elo thing at this point. We can meme about, you know, me not being the best at League of Legends as much as you want. I'm probably one of the worst League of Legends players on YouTube. I think of all the people who make any kinds of League videos for YouTube, I'm probably the worst one. But even then, I was still in like a high gold platinum level, you know? But even at platinum and stuff, I still feel like playing the game is such a slog, so tiring, so stressful, and winning doesn't feel good. But then when I played that Misfortune game yesterday, I was very obviously fighting players who are not as good as I was. I'm sure I queued up with the fans who statistically is probably something along silver or bronze level, because statistically that's where the most League of Legends players are. And I was having a ton of fun, because things weren't changing. I wasn't getting massively gank squatted. I wasn't, you know, people were taking dragons just at random times and no one really cared too much. Laning phases like actually lasted just a little bit of time. That was kind of nice. Like, laning phase actually lasted for a significant period of time. I could actually have 1v1 fights with people. Going behind and doing poorly wasn't a death sentence. Like, I was having fun. Even though in the beginning of the game I was 0-3, I was still having fun, and I don't get games like that in a higher elo. Even if the higher elo is just platinum or something, I still don't get games like that anymore. Back in old school League, laning phase lasted for a pretty long time. You and the other top laner were most of the time like just left on your own devices. Well, I say top laner, but you know, many lanes were left to your own devices for a while. The jungler would come around every so often, but they wouldn't gank nearly as much as they do nowadays. Because now catch-up XP is so much more powerful than it used to be, so they can gank a shitload and still be fine. You know, for the longest time, I always felt that League was getting better, and that people were just looking through rose-tinted goggles regarding how League was back in the day. Because there were a lot of issues with League back in the day, but I noticed that one big thing that changes it all. The game wasn't as so hardcore competitive back in the day. Back in the day, you could build full AP Shyvana and still be okay. You might not do great, but it was possible, you know? You maybe could do something with it. But now, that's not really the case anymore. You can't really meme super hard unless you're already really good. And so this all ends up leading us to the same thing, which is I play the games that I enjoy. I play the games that I have fun with, because those create the best videos. League has not been that kind of game. But as of recently, and as I've been noticing with the Misfortune game and stuff, I now understand the why. And so I might actually get a little bit more into it because of, say, fan games or something. Maybe now when I do any kind of League game, I might just invite fans to every single game that I play, because so long as I do that, maybe it'll be the games will be more casual and more fun. But just running solo queue, I mean, we all know that solo queue has always been terrible, but running solo queue just isn't enough anymore. And so, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm not going to go out of my way to play this game if I don't want to play this game. That's a simple fact. But maybe it won't be terrible, you know? Maybe it won't be awful. Maybe it'll be okay after enough time. And it won't be, and it'll end up being pretty fun, and you know, maybe I'll actually end up enjoying it again. But until then, I don't know. Playing 1 or 2 matches of this game is already hard enough as it is, but trying to get enough matches for a So You Wanna main is goddamn impossible. So I don't know when the next one of those is gonna come out. Maybe with the Aurelia rework, maybe, but that could be in a while. So long story short, that's the answer. I mean, it's a simple one. I'm sure it is obviously not going to make everybody stoked, but hey, I mean, that's, well, not to be mean, but that's not really my issue. I know what I do. I know what I play. I know exactly what I want to make when it comes to content. So, you know, if League ends up slowly dying out, then that's the case. If I start playing a shitload more League because I start, you know, doing it a lower elo and having more fun with the game, then, well, I'm gonna play a shitload more League. That's the simple truth to it. So, with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Of course, as usual, I am streaming almost every single day nowadays, like within 5 to 7 days a week, which is pretty awesome and a lot of fun. There's quite a lot going on, so if you want to check it out, Twitch link is in the description. I'll probably be streaming today, soon after this video has been uploaded, and well, you know, it's gonna be fun. All right, and before I go, do not forget the Twitch clip of the week. Bye-bye. Get in there! Hope this doesn't open on us. Oh no!